Hey everyone, it's Mr. Canfield. Today we're going to be doing a Topic 2 full review. Very, very long review. Lots of stuff in here. This may wind up being a 2-video thing. 19 questions, all sorts of different stuff. Some easy, some hard. So yeah, and if you hear any little baby grunting or anything, I have Maeve in tow with me today, so she's doing great. Just wanted to let you know. All right. Use the slope-intercept form to graph the equation. So slope-intercept form, remember how that works? Slope-intercept form was y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. If this is news to you, something's not working because we've been talking about this for months. So slope and y-intercept. All right, so so the way that I do this, I start my y-intercept. So here my y-intercept, mine says -2, so I can, negative 4 over 5 x minus 2. That way it's on the screen. So I can go to my y-intercept of -2. See how it says -2? So I go to my y-axis, go to -2. Starts there. Now I just got to figure out what to do from there. So it says -4 over 5x. So there's two ways that we can count this. One way that we can count this is we start here and go down 4, because that would be -4, and then to the right 5. The other way that we could do it is we could go up 4 to the left 5, because then that would be -5. As long as one of them is negative, if you kind of look at this line that connects these dots, that's going to wind up, I missed, but that's going to wind up being our line. So I can go 1, 2, 3, I start 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I could also have done that the other way. I could have said, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You notice that point is also on the line. So I could have gone to either one of those points and it works. Oh, whoops. I meant to click check answer and I clicked next instead. All right. Write an equation of the slope-intercept form. So now we're doing the same thing, except instead of starting with the equation and drawing the line, I'm starting with the line and I've got to write the equation. So let's go. Y is equal to, I know it's going to be something x, and I don't know what's there yet, but I do know 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's touching at 4, so we're going to say plus 4 on the end. And now I just have to figure out my slope. So this is where let's see. I got to find I did not want to have the highlighter clicked. Let's try again. I want to find lattice points. So here's a lattice point. Let's see. That's not a lattice point. Oh, there's one. There's another one. It doesn't matter which two you pick. You just need to pick two lattice points. I'll pick this one and this one. Why not? Let's say I go down 1 over 2. So down 1 means it's -1, then to the right 2. So -1/2 looks like it's our slope. So let's see if I can get that. Y equals -1 over 2 x plus 4. Wait, why am I wrong? Okay, so I did this on purpose, but you might have run into this before. That's not what I meant to write. So be careful when you're typing this in. Once you're done the fraction, you got to push an arrow or click next to it to be able to put the x outside after it. And then I can put plus 4. So make sure it looks the right way. Otherwise, it'll tell you you're wrong when your brain's not wrong. You just told the computer something that you didn't mean to. All right, looks like here's another one. And I want to make sure I'm reading the form that it's asking for, because sometimes they ask for one form, sometimes they ask for another. We've done 3 different forms. So I'm going to want to make sure that I'm checking for that. All right, let's check this one out. All right, same deal though, right? Oh, it looks like the y-intercept's negative 16. So I already know it's going to be y is equal to something x negative 16. So I could write plus negative 16, or I could just write minus 16. And then I got to figure out the slope. So let's break out here again. Let's see. Here's a lattice point. Let's see. Let's see if I can't find another lattice point in here. So let's see. I got there, and then here's another one. So let's see, 16 up to 8. That goes up 8, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4 spaces. I should be careful though. So I go up 8. See how it goes from 16 to 8? That's 8. It's because each space is actually going by 2. And then from here to here, if I look, it goes blank and then 4. That means it's going by 2s here too. So it actually goes up 8 and then over 2. So 8 over 2. Now, for Mr. Canfield, 8 over 2 is fine. For the computer, we need to make sure we simplify this. So you can go to your calculator. Do I have my shortcut? Oh, it's on my work computer, right? But 8 over 2 simplifies to 4 over 1, or just 4. And if you type 4 over 1, the computer will think you're wrong, because the computer only knows how to accept certain answers. All right. Oh, I hit enter and it actually checked it. So that's a good way you can do that too if you're using your keyboard. All right, here is these are some of the most involved out of all of them. So let's see. 415. Oh wait, let's just do this. Do some copy paste. Those will be nearer than my handwriting. Copy, paste. All right. So it asks me to find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So I'm not given the slope or the y-intercept. So one of the equations, one of the formulas we learned was the slope formula, and that was m is equal to, and I'm going to use colors for this, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I need to remember how y's and x's work here. Where points always go in alphabetical order, so it's going to be x, y, x, y. We call this x1, we call this x2. Then up here, we have our y and our y. We call this y1 and we call this y2. That looks like a 1. Okay. So I just got to put everything in the right spots. So y2 was negative 15 minus y1 was 15 all over x2 was negative 1 and x1 was 4. And you can use your calculator to figure these out if you're not sure. Negative 15 minus 15 is negative 30. Negative 1 minus negative 4 is negative 5. And I divide those and I get positive 6. So all that was to get us positive 6. So I'll go back here. So if you're not sure what happened, you might want to rewind and go and follow the lines there to figure out how I got to positive 6. Now that was our slope, right? So now I know y is equal to 6x, but I don't know b. So what I've got to do is I've got to pick one of these 2 points and use the x and the y and drop it in where it belongs. So I'm going to use the 4 and the 15. Remember, the 4 is the x. So that means 6 times 4 plus b is equal to our y value of 15. So 15's here. So 6 times 4 was 24. And then I got to subtract the 24 from both sides. This works the same every time. 15 minus 24 is negative 9. So I got b is equal to negative 9. Yep. Let's write b over here, not negative 9. Okay, so that means that y is equal to 6x minus 9. That's our final equation here. Y equals 6x minus 9. We should be able to check our answer. Good to go. Next question. All right, now I got a word problem. Naomi wants to buy a new computer for $840. Right, let me write some things. Okay, so 840 is the price. Okay. She's considering 2 payment plans that require weekly payments. Which plan will pay for the computer faster? Explain. Okay, so I'm trying to get to $840 with these 2 different plans. Now, Savas wants us to use equations and stuff, but we can just kind of figure this out, right? Plan B is a little bit easier. So let's do plan B first. It says 0 down. That means we have the full $840 that we have to pay off. And then it says $70 per week. So if I take 840, so I'm doing B first. If I take 840 and I divide that by that 70, that'll tell me how many weeks it takes. And if I go 840 divided by 70, I get 12. So it shows me it's going to take 12 weeks. Okay. Let's try plan A. It's a little bit more challenging because we don't start at 840. Right? It says that she paid 180 down. So that means that at the very beginning, she paid 180 of that. So we don't owe that 180 anymore. So 840 minus 180, what is that? 740, 660, 660. Okay. And then it says that she pays $60 per week. So I could take that 660 then and divide that by the $60 she pays per week, and that gives us 11 weeks. So she pays a little bit down, and even though she's paying a little bit less, it only takes her 11 weeks. So plan A pays for the computer in 11 weeks. Plan B will pay for the computer in 12 weeks. So plan A pays for the computer faster. So there is a way to use equations and do this, but I don't see much of a point when we can just kind of figure out what's going on in a word problem. All right, let's see what's next. All right, we're now into point slope form.